Subscribe to Bookworm
and press the bell icon
to watch various interesting educational videos.
Hello friends, welcome to Bookworm. My name is Dipayan Ghosh and today I'm going to talk about a basic but a very important topic for class 8, which is matter. I'll try to make this chapter very understandable in a very simple way. So let's begin, guys. So this is the complete overview for this topic. We're going to study one by one. First one is the kinetic theory of matter, which is a very important one. Second, we're going to talk about the three states of matter in terms of movement of particles. We're going to study the three states. Third one is the energy content in the three states of matter. Energy means we are specially going to talk about the kinetic energy. Last one, change of states in matter using the kinetic theory and diagrams. We are going to see the change of states with diagrams. Okay, so these are the points we're going to talk: boiling, vaporization, melting, and so on. So the term matter. What is a matter? The definition is the matter is anything that occupies some space and has some weight. Okay, has some space, which occupies some space and also have some weight. Example, your pen, pencil, your household supplies, which have some space, which occupies some space and also have some weight. Okay, that is a matter. The basic constituent of a matter is atom, is an atom. Okay, and more atoms make a molecule, and finally the molecules make a matter. So matter consists of molecules and the molecules consist of atom. To take an example here, O is an atom, two oxygen atom make oxygen molecule, same as a hydrogen, two hydrogen atom makes a hydrogen molecule. So the kinetic theory of matter. This is the properties of a matter basically. We're going to study one by one. First one, the matter is made of tiny particles called atoms and molecules. I've already told you the basic constituent of a matter is atom. More of atoms make a molecule and the molecules make a matter. So this is very easy. Next one, the particle is in a substance are in a very random motion. What does it mean? See, the particles in a matter, they do not move in a very straight line motion. Rather than one particle moves in one direction, another particle move in a different direction. So the motion is random. This is why this is called the random motion. Third one, the energy, especially the kinetic energy, depends upon the temperature. What does it mean? If you increase the temperature of a matter, the energy, the kinetic energy will increase. And if you decrease the temperature, the kinetic energy will also be decreased. Last one is the force of attraction between the particles, which increases or decreases according to the distance between the particle. So this is basically inversely. If we increase the distance between two particles, okay, if we increase the distance, then the attraction will obviously decrease, because if one particle is in a position like A position, suppose, and one particle is another in B position, the distance between A to B is very high, then the attraction will also be less. Okay, so this is inversely proportional. The force of attraction is inversely proportional to the distance. So now the states of matter. There are three states. Basically, there are three states: solid, liquid, and gas. There are also a state which is called plasma, but we are not going to talk about this state. We're going to talk about three states, which are solid, liquid, and gas. So this is the basic comparison between solid, liquid, and gas. So particles are in solids are very tightly packed. Okay, because the intermolecular distance between two particles is very less. We are going to talk about the intermolecular distance in the later part of this video. For the liquid, the particles are less tightly packed than solids, and for the gas, they are very lessly particle than from all these two, from liquid and from solid as well. Okay, next point is the solid have a particular shape and volume. Of course, the solid thing, your pen and pencil, has a shape has a shape, and of course has a volume. In case of in case of liquid, they do not have a particular shape like your water. It has no particular shape. When you put it in a particular jar, it takes the shape of the jar. Okay, same as the gas. The force of attraction between the particles, which is strong, very, very strong for solid. Okay. In case of liquid and gas, the force of attraction is very weaker. As I've already told earlier, the distance between the particles for solids are very, very less. So the force of attraction is very high. And for the liquid and the gas, the distance between the particles are very less. So the force is weaker. Okay. Fourth one, the particle vibrates along their mean position but do not move to other places. What does it mean? As the particles are very close to each other for solid, they do not move very randomly. Okay, so they vibrate or move along their mean position. Mean position means where they are stand, where they are at that time. Okay, they vibrates along that position. As per the liquid and the gas, as the distance between them is very, very much rather than the solid, so the particles can move frequently. Okay, and for the gas, as they are the particles are way farther from each other, so the particles move more frequently than liquid also. Okay, so the particles from the gas can move frequently more than the liquids, and the particles for the liquids can move more frequently than the solid. Last point, for the solids, they are not very easily compressible. Okay, this is again because they are closely packed, because the particles, the distance between the particles is very small or very little, so they cannot move. So they are not easily compressible for the solids. And for the liquids, they are easily compressible for than solids, and for the gas, they are easily compressible than liquids. So these are the basic comparison between the three states of solid, liquid, and gas. Very easy. Next, the energy content in the states of matter. Okay, so this is the picture for solid, liquid, gas. See the solids, the two molecules. Wait, have point. Okay, the two molecules is the one molecule is the second molecule. The spacing between the two molecules is very less. Whereas for the liquid, the spacing between two molecules is greater than the solid. And for the gas, the distance between two molecules is greater than the liquid also. So for the solids, as the distance is very less, the solids have least amount of kinetic energy as the atoms are very closely packed. See, the distance are very small, so they are closely packed. For liquids, the distance is greater than the distance between the two particles of the solid, so the kinetic energy is more than the solids. And both of these, so the kinetic energy is also greater than both of the solids and liquids. So these are very simple things. The kinetic energy of the gas is higher than the liquid than the solid. And yes, so this is the energy. Finally, the change of states in matter, which are going to study with the diagrams. Okay. So first one is melting or fusion. What is melting? When the solid state changes to liquid, okay, by absorption some of the heat energy, we call it a melting process. And at the point which the solid melts to a liquid, we called it the melting point. Okay, for an example, ice melts at a temperature of 0 degrees Celsius, which is the melting point for the ice. Okay, freezing. This is basically the opposite of melting. Change of state of liquid to a solid by release of heat. Okay, so the liquid changes to solid by releasing some of the heat and changes state. For example, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, which is the freezing point. So melting point, freezing point. This is the diagram. We take the water as a liquid So by freezing, it's cooled down and changes its state from liquid to solid, that is ice. For the ice, it releases by taking some heat. Sorry, by taking some heat, it changes to water. So in this case, 0 degrees, both 0 degree is melting point as well as the freezing point. So next process is vaporization process. This is the process of conversion of a substance from liquid state to a gaseous state. It's called the vaporization process. This is two types. One is boiling and evaporation. This is basically same. Example, we take the water vaporizes at 100 degrees Celsius. That is the boiling point for water. Next point is the condensation process. This is the process for the gas turning to a liquid. This is basically the opposite process of vaporization, where the liquid transforms to a gas. Here we can see the liquid changes to gas by vaporization process and the gas changes to liquid by condensation process. This is a simple way we can see. Next one is sublimation and deposition process. This is basically also a vice versa process for each other, where for sublimation process the solid changes to gas, and for the deposition process the gas changes to solid. So this is very easy: vaporization, condensation, and sublimation and deposition. So this is the complete overview, that is the diagram which you have seen. This is very easy. Solid to liquid, this is melting and freezing. Liquid to gas, this is vaporization and condensation. And gas to solid, this is sublimation and deposition. So let's go through and talk about this more. I've already said that when a solid changes to liquid, like ice melts to water, it takes some heat and melts. That is the melting process. Okay. For the liquid to solid transition, when water freezes to ice, that is the freezing. So it freezes to ice. For the liquid to gas transition, for liquid water vaporization to gas, that is vaporization process. And for the from gas to liquid, it condenses to liquid. This is the condensation process. Okay. Now for the gas to solid transition, from solid to gas, the process is called sublimation process. And for the gas to solid transition, the procedure is called deposition process. So this is very easy. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and comment below if you have any queries. So thank you. I hope you to see in my next video.